What's going on, y'all? I'm Charlie Farley, and welcome to this week's episode of Legacy Over Likes, the podcast. As you can tell, I'm set up a little different this week. It's because I got my buddy, Mr. Diesel Covey, coming in. I had reached out on my story on Facebook telling people if they knew somebody with an incredible story of overcoming impossible odds to get to where they're at in life, be sure and reach out. He reached out. I don't know why I didn't think about him to begin with. I've known him for a while. We've been friends for a while now. He's only 18 years old, but he's definitely been through a thing or two. And that's what we're about on Legacy Over Likes, is to just share people's story and let people know it ain't the end of the road. Keep going. Y'all stay tuned. All right, I got my boy with me now. What's up, dog?
What's up, Charlie, man? I appreciate you having me out. It means a lot to me.
Appreciate you hopping on here. Like I was telling you before, you're going to be my guinea pig because I ain't had nobody on here yet, so
man,
here we go.
I'm absolutely honored to be the first guest, dude. You know, we've known each other for a little while now, and we got to work together on a couple different occasions.
Yeah, that's what I was said in the intro that I made before you got here, that the fact that I didn't think of you first whenever I started doing this is pretty wild, because we've known each other for a couple of years now. And I was actually on the phone with Chad.
Really?
Yeah. I said, you ain't going to believe who's coming. He's like, who? Like Diesel? No, shit. Be sure and tell him I said what's up.
Man, what's he up to right now?
But actually, they've been sick, man. Him and his old lady been in the hospital and shit.
Man, I hate that.
Yeah, I know it. Hope it gets better soon. So, what you been up to?
I've been, I got started up a new band recently. Red Oak Crows.
Man, I was about to ask about that.
Yeah,
Tell me about it.
We've been making some country rock, some kind of grungy stuff too. So, you know, bands like Coetzel, Sterling Elsa, Treaty Oak. It's similar to them in style. We cover a lot of their music as well. But we just actually got done recording our debut single with John LeCompte, the original guitarist for Evanescence.
Oh, shit.
And he worked his ass off on that song, man. He told me that he spends 100 hours mixing and mastering every song, which seemed outrageous to me, but
I believe it. I spent a lot of time mixing, and I can guarantee you he ain't lying. Like, because somebody that does it professionally, like I've heard Dr. Dre talk about mixing them, and he'll spend months on one song. Well, that's pretty freaking awesome, man.
It is, man.
I want to hear it. Like, when
I'll play it for you when we get off here.
Sweet. When are y'all dropping your first little single there?
So we're waiting on it to get fully mixed and mastered. Right now, I just have the demo. So John said it wouldn't take you more than 2 weeks. So we should have it ready, and then we're gonna work on promoting it for 2 to 4 weeks after that, and then drop it.
And you said the name was the Red
Oak Crows.
Red Oak Crows.
You like that?
That's dope, dude. So how'd y'all come up with that name?
So our guitarist, the neighborhood he lives in is called Red Oak.
Mm-hmm.
And Crows is the area between my house and his house. It's like kind of like the halfway mark. You know where Crows, Arkansas is?
Shit. Dude. Hey, I've been in Arkansas my whole life. I ain't never heard of Crows. What's the population there? 3.5?
Probably like
2 of them dogs.
Dead ass.
Yeah. No, I ain't never heard of it.
It's real small, man. It's got a little sandwich shop out there. That's really good, though. But we were just trying to think of somewhere local that we could use for our name, because that's the hardest part, dude, is coming up with a name.
Yeah, absolutely. Something that's catchy, sticks, it's got a ring to it. And I think that does. I think y'all did a good job.
I kind of thought it rolled off the tongue, kind of like Red Clay Strays does.
Yeah. Yeah, I like some Red Clay Strays, too.
Me too.
Yeah,
me too. I like watching him on stage. He kind of reminds me of Elvis, the way he be moving.
You know what? One of the first times I seen a video of him, that's like first impression that I got was Elvis.
Yeah.
Really? And I think he was singing, I don't know, it might have been some Johnny Cash cover or something. But the vibe was definitely, I was like, damn. This dude's like Elvis reincarnated.
Yeah, he's talented.
But dude, he can sing anything. Like he can sing. His vocal range is crazy.
Absolutely.
Like it's all over the place. So yeah, they're good. But I can't wait to hear that song.
Dude, I hope you like it, man. So the harmonies aren't mixed or anything yet, so it kind of sounds a little. I mean, you understand from making music.
Absolutely.
But you'll know if it's good or not. I want you to tell me if it's good or not too.
You know I will.
I know you ain't gonna bullshit.
Nah, I ain't gonna bullshit.
If I need to change something, you tell me.
Yeah, no. Well, and the thing about music is just it's open to interpretation from everybody. Like what I like, you might hate, and vice versa. So if I say, well, I don't know, you should do this, that don't mean go do it. Still, you can be. This is how I do people. Because at the end of the day, I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want to do. So
for sure,
how I do people when they say, "Well, you ought to do this," I'm like, "Yeah, I'll think about it," and then I turn around and leave. I'm like, "Yeah, fuck that." I'm gonna keep it just like it is.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. I think when it comes to listening to opinions, just in general in life, you gotta be really selective with who you listen to, right? Yeah. I try to take advice from from people that I wouldn't mind trading lives with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Not that I would want to trade lives with somebody, but if I'm going to take advice from somebody, I want it to be somebody that's working towards their goals or has something going for them or is motivated.
Right. At a point in life, either at a point in life or headed to a point in life that you want to be at someday.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I agree with that.
I always try to keep my ears open and not act like I know everything.
Yeah. That's definitely a good rule of thumb. I think if you think you know it all, then you can get yourself in trouble really quick. But
absolutely.
So an open mind's always great. But at the end of the day, you got to do what you feel's right, regardless of what anybody else thinks.
And I think when it comes to, like you said, music is open to interpretation. Like everybody's gonna have a different opinion. But I think even if you don't like a certain, like say, just for example, you didn't like our music, but you had something in your mind you wanted to add, right? Or that you thought would sound good. You know it works just from having experience in the industry and from making music and from making songs that have sold. So even if, say, we didn't necessarily agree with your opinion, you still know what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. In my own way, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But just because you don't like the song don't necessarily mean that it wouldn't work.
Facts. Oh, yeah. No. Listen, I think most artists who have done music for a long time have songs that they're like, yeah, I thought that song sucked and it hit.
What's your song?
Yeah, I love that song and it didn't do shit. You know what I mean? I've had several songs, especially over the last few years, and I'm like, oh, this is a banger. Don't do shit.
What's the best one you have in mind?
Man, my country album is jamming, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. Like Bellamont Road is one of my all-time favorite. Now, granted, I'm partial to that because that's like home. That's probably some of the realest lyrics that I've ever wrote. You know, I raised in Arkansas, southwestern as it gets. It's just it's a song about exactly how I was raised up, talking about the dogs in the yard and shit. So that's a very personal song to me, and maybe that's why I thought it should have did better.
Yeah.
But it ain't did shit.
Dude, what was funny that you mentioned that is because on the way up here, I had my Spotify playlist on shuffle, and that song came on.
Did it?
Dude, dead ass.
Damn. Oh, well, what'd you think about it?
I've listened to it tons of times, man. I like it.
I always thought that song would be big, but and you know what? Sometimes it's 10 years before a song hit. You know, just randomly should have hit. That's like Silver and Gold. It's been out since August of last year and ain't did shit. And I put together that video and talked about it a little bit on a podcast, and the numbers have doubled between when I started talking about it and now.
Yeah.
The streams have doubled. So who knows? Something, it might pop. That's another one that I was like, that's damn good. Hey, you was talking about Chad? He showed me, that's the first song I ever wrote in drop C.
Which one was it?
Silver and Gold.
That's the first one you wrote in
drop D.
Drop D,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I said C, I meant D. Yeah, he was like, we need to do it like this, man. And we started playing it, and I'm like, yeah, that kind of fits in my vocal range.
Oh, yeah, man.
And we wrote it, and he was excited as fuck. Oh, my God, this is a jam. And then after I recorded it, I'm like, yeah, this is definitely, I like it.
Does Chad be doing a lot of writing?
Chad can do whatever he wants to. Dude he loves music so much that, for those of y'all that don't know, we're talking about Chad McKenzie. He's a drummer, a friend, / business associate of mine. He's super talented. He can play the hell out of a guitar and play the hell out of drums. He can write. He can do a little bit of everything. And as far as like hearing a song and know what instrumentation to add to it to make it flavorful and a little just, every now and then you need to put a little this or that in a song to make it pop. He's really good at that. Super good.
Hell yeah.
But enough about all that shit. Let's talk about your story. About how you got to here and all the shit you had to go through to get here. Because I don't even, y'all, I'm learning too. Like, I just asked him on the way here earlier. I asked him I said, are you 19 or 18? I just knew he was young. Shit.
Yeah, man. Well, I'm not exactly where I want to be yet either, right? So I'm still working on my way. I want to be a full-time musician, man. That's been my dream my whole entire life since I was little. And I'm definitely closer than I've ever been, but I still got a lot of work.
I think you've got a hell of a jump on 90% of the world.
You think so?
Bro, I ain't even been in a studio at your age. Like, I had not even... it wasn't even in my mind. I didn't even get into a studio till I was like 23, 24.
Yeah.
You're doing good, bro.
What makes me anxious is not being a singer and not being a frontman, being a bass player. I feel like, not that I'm a control freak, but a lot of things are out of my control, right? Because it's always going to be in the singer's control. A band will be. Mm-hmm. And that's okay, but you just never know what's going to happen, right? You never know if somebody's going to lose their fire or maybe quit trying or maybe just things don't work out.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's really hard to control that being a musician and not being a frontman.
Yeah.
And
definitely.
Yeah.
I could see that. So, I mean, have you ever thought about singing?
Dude, I've tried. I actually have been taking lessons, believe it or not. I take 2 a month. I don't think they're helping much, but so what we were going to talk about is I did have vocal cord cancer. So I had stage 3 and I beat it. I'm good now. I'm almost 2 years free in April. I'll be 2 years free. But
let's go.
I appreciate it, brother.
Yeah.
But before that, I actually did sing quite a bit growing up. And it obviously having a golf ball size tumor on your vocal cord that can kind of fuck things up.
Yeah.
So it really limited my range. Mm-hmm. I can sing in pitch, but it's just at a much lower range. Mm-hmm. I can't get too high. And that's what I'm working on, I feel like when I sing, I'm hitting the notes, but it just sounds kind of boring.
Okay.
So that's what
that's what I'm learning. I just learned, like, I didn't know. I've never asked, never seen. I didn't even know what type of cancer you had.
Yeah.
So the fact that it was vocal, like, and you're an artist.
It's kind of
I know that. And especially if you sung prior to that, man, that had to fuck with you mentally.
Oh, yeah. It's true.
Like, because I've had nightmares before.
Yeah.
About not being able to sing.
Yeah.
Like, literal fucking nightmares. So that would be like me living a nightmare. Yeah. So I'm sure that was tough, man.
It was tough, man. I got diagnosed with it I actually got diagnosed when I was 16, but I got it when I was 15, and it took them a while to actually figure out what it was because it's so rare, and especially in younger people.
Right.
They just didn't know what it was. So I was at a basketball game when I was 15, and I wasn't slowly getting worse or anything like that. My voice sounded just fine. And I was doing a bunch of yelling in the game and stuff, right? And my voice just went out. And I was like, well, it's probably because I'm yelling and shit, And I give it a couple weeks and it never gets better. So we go to a doctor. They're like, oh, you just got laryngitis. You just need to rest up. Never gets better, When it goes a couple months, you're kind of like, this ain't normal.
Right.
We go to another doctor, and he said it's probably acid reflux coming up there and getting in my vocal cords and deteriorating them. So I started taking a bunch of acid reflux medicine, and it never gets better. So he's like, dude, I don't know what to do. Go to UAMS. And as soon as I get in there, dude puts a scope down my throat, and he says, you got cancer. You got a tumor on your vocal cords. And that wasn't even discussed to me as an option.
Right, yeah.
Like, that's not at all as I...
But like you saying, it's so rare, I'm sure they wasn't even thinking,
No, not at all. And you can't be mad at the doctors for that, right?
Right.
I wish I would have caught it earlier before it progressed, but it just is what it is,
Right.
But once we found out, I underwent 8 weeks of radiation treatment, and I decided against chemo because they told me the differentiation of success wasn't that much. It was like an 89% chance of success with chemo and like a 87, which is radiation.
Oh,
but they told me that chemo would probably make me infertile.
Yeah.
So I definitely didn't want that. Right. So
yeah, and at that age, man.
Yeah.
God.
No, I definitely want a bunch of shithead kids for sure. But I did the radiation, man, and it was pretty rough. At that point, my voice was just a whisper. Like, I would open my mouth to talk, and it was just,
Right.
like nothing would come out. And I remember, like, my mom would ask me, hey, you want me to pick you up some food from town? And I'd have to, like, put it on Google Translate to speak to her.
Dang.
Because nobody could hear me, and I couldn't get my words.
So how long did you deal with this? Like, obviously, from the time you found out to going through all the, the doctor's appointments, and I just seen where I guess it was you and your mom had went for a checkup not long ago.
Yeah.
So, like, how long has that been?
So, I was free in April of 2024, so it'll be 2 years this April. So, and that's a really big deal to me because it has a very high recurrence rate.
Yeah.
And in the first year, it had like a 50% chance of returning, but I'm past that, and it drops every year. And if I make it to year 5, they say it won't come back. So, I've been really, taking care of myself health wise and trying to eat good and whatnot.
Yeah, you've come to a couple of shows and I ain't seen you throwing down acting crazy or nothing. So.
Well, I still might do that every now and then. I can't help myself always. I got a little bit of redneck in me.
Yeah, well,
I don't think that ever hurt nobody.
You got to take care of your body.
For sure.
Yeah, just don't be smoking.
No, definitely not.
Or vaping.
That's off the table for me.
Yeah, hell yeah. I don't blame you. It should be off the table for everybody, including me. But when I drink, I like to smoke. I don't know why.
That's everybody, I feel like.
Jesus, man. It was a habit I started when I was young, and it is stuck.
Yeah.
I'm bad, But, dang. I'm glad to hear that. So you're on year 2.
Mm-hmm. I'm close to it.
And at year 5, if you keep going back and nothing returns, they say that it won't come back on year 5.
Mm-hmm.
That's dope, man. I think just the fact. So did they give you a reason why they thought? A lot of times they'll be like, well, so you got this type of cancer because you was around some kind of chemical.
Yeah.
Or so many people have cancer now. As a matter of fact, there's a girl that I just seen it on Facebook earlier today that I don't even know what type she had, but she was a sister to a guy I graduated with, and she was younger than us.
Mm-hmm.
And she just passed away from cancer. Like, when I was younger, you rarely even heard anybody talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
And now it seems like it's everywhere. So we could say, well, it's the food or it's what toxins in the environment or whatever. But it's just sad, really,
it is,
that so many people are going through it. I mean, my grandmother has lung cancer right now and has had it for about a year now.
Mm-hmm.
And, had an operation, had part of a lung removed, and she went through with radiation and chemo and all that shit, and it's no fun. Like, watching somebody you love struggle with that shit is rough, man. I can't imagine being the one going through it, you know? But that's what, as soon as you was like, fucking hit me up on a story like, let's do it, I'm like, yeah. I don't know why I didn't think about bringing you in, because I really admire people that don't let their circumstances define them and take the shit that they're going through and just use it as a stepping stone to be a better person later in life. And I know that's what you're doing. And the fact that you feel like you're not where you want to be yet at 18 in the music industry, it's like, come on, dog.
Well, I got big goals, bro.
Hey,
I got big goals.
I respect it. That's, hell yeah, that's the only way you get anywhere.
Yeah, for sure.
Big ass goals, man.
Yeah. Yeah, they're overwhelming for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
So what's the plan for the band? Do y'all have a goal of doing any touring or?
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm very big on writing down your goals and knowing exactly where you want to go. And proof of that I have is whenever I was in my old band, Hometown Strangers, which we actually opened for Charlie. One of our goals, so listen to this is a really funny story, and I have screenshots of it. I got all proof of this. So right when we started the band, this is like the first week we got together, me, Rhett, Nathan, and Austin. I was making everybody write down their goals, and they're like, "Oh, I don't want to fucking do that. I don't want to fucking do that."
I can see Rhett.
I was like, "Look,
be like, bro, give me that fucking beer. I ain't writing no goal down."
I said, "Look, just write it down." And Rhett and Austin's, I don't remember what theirs were, but we hit them. They were small goals. And Nathan was just throwing some shit out there. He's like, "I want to play at the River."
Yeah.
And he was kept saying, like, that's really unrealistic, you know, like most people don't play there, you know, that early when they start out.
Right.
I was like, you know, we're gonna fucking write it down. Our goal was to play there by the end of the year, bro. And 2 months later, we were opening for you.
God.
And then we had no goals left on the list. We had to write
that just gave me chills, though. Yeah.
It was amazing, bro.
Yeah, for those that don't know, that's how me and Diesel met, was through his old band. Their old band was Rhett, who's passed away since then. But yeah, me and Rhett was buddies and did a lot of writing and stuff together. And one thing led to another, and that's how we became buddies. So
yeah, it was
Hometown Strangers. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's so I didn't know that about the goals, and yeah, literally it, because I remember Rhett hitting me up whenever we announced that show and was like, "Hey, can we open?" Yeah, and then when that happened with him, I'm like, "Oh no, y'all still opening?" Yeah, y'all still opening. Dang, that's dope, man.
It was, man. That was a big deal to us. And now I feel like they let anybody play at the Red Room now.
Really?
Like right now, bro, they've been letting everybody play.
Well, I thought they was shutting down. Remember when we played there?
Yeah.
They was like, "Yeah, we're shutting down." So we're talking about music, and I want to know, I seen that you had posted on Facebook here a while back about the Arkansas music scene, and you was asking people why, what was it you said?
I said, why does Arkansas not get much national recognition in the scene? Or why is it not established? Like other scenes, like comparing it to Austin and Nashville, which are obviously have a lot bigger populations, but you can even go smaller, like the Oklahoma Red Dirt music scene. They're very established, and Arkansas isn't. But it's not because of lack of talent.
No, man. I have seen more talent that isn't being utilized in Arkansas than I have anywhere.
Yeah.
Like, you can't go to a fucking bonfire anywhere in the state on the weekends and there ain't an old boy with a guitar that can sing his ass off.
Hell yeah.
I mean, I've seen some hellacious artists around home just being drunk at a bonfire and having a good time.
Oh, yeah.
They don't want to take it to Nashville, but I feel like with the technology this day and age could change the way Arkansas music is put out or perceived, maybe. I think it's the way I'm trying to say it. To where it's like, so now you can go to work and come home and record a song because you have the technology to be able to record at your house and it sounds damn good.
Yeah.
Whereas to used to, if you was working a regular job, you couldn't have been able to find the time to, save up money to drive to a studio to get your shit recorded and whatever. So I think that and the internet, because you never know what's just going to blow up, could change it. But at the end of the day, it's going to take people coming out and supporting artists. I know me and you was talking about this before we come on, but it's going to take people supporting artists that they don't know, but they want to support them because they're local. Because without being able to make a name locally, unless you blow up on the internet, like it's hard to keep getting out there. as an independent artist. And especially if you don't know how. I know when I started, the internet was just becoming a thing. Like, I'm going to date the shit out of myself right now. But I had started recording about the time MySpace popped off. That's how old I am, though. But, so, dude, I drove to Fayetteville. I'd recorded a song, it's called The Hog Call. And I drove to Fayetteville with like 300 or 400 mixtapes that I just burnt. And I was just walking around passing that shit out.
Hell yeah, man.
I mean, I was old school hustling.
What made you go to Fayetteville?
Just because it was about the hogs, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Because and there was a party there. So we ended up at that. You know, a little bit of fun, a little bit of promo. It all worked out.
Hell yeah, dude.
There was still, not too long ago, there was somebody that hit me up and was like, yeah, I remember that time you come to Fayetteville with them CDs. I'm still following it.
See, and what's awesome, though, is that they remember that.
Yeah.
Fans will remember that, those intimate moments.
Oh, absolutely. That's one thing the internet cannot create.
Mm-mm.
It can't recreate that person-to-person experience.
Mm-mm. Not at all. And that's one thing, like you were saying, that is so important that people come out and support these local bands. Because
Absolutely.
in reality, you never know who is going to blow up.
Yeah, and what I was telling him before we come on when we was talking about this was, I feel like people will skip the chance to see you at a local show for $20,
Mm-hmm.
but they'll hop all over the chance to be like, yeah, I know him. I grew up with him when the tickets are $500 at a fucking stadium.
Absolutely.
You know? I'm not sure what the mentality of that is, unless it's like what you're talking about, how when you're playing local, people are like, yeah, I know him. I don't want to see him.
Yeah. It's weird, man, because I don't have that feeling personally, but that's the only way I can make sense of it.
Yeah. Well, speaking, like, I don't know how many people out there are like me, but unless I'm getting paid to perform, I rarely go to a show.
Mm.
So I've been to like 3 shows that ain't mine.
Yeah.
Ever? Ever.
Yeah.
I've been to a Colin Ray concert because he's the hometown birthplace of Colin Ray in D Queen.
Oh, yeah.
And then I seen George Jones in Branson, Missouri when I was younger. My mom and stepdad took us there. I seen Morgan Wallen, my daughter and her, my niece and their cousin had me take them to his concert, and it was actually damn good. That changed my entire perception of Morgan Wallen. I'm for real.
Hell yeah.
Because everybody was like, you know, he's fucking auto-tuned and da-da-da, he sucks. And that son bitch come out there with a piano talking about singing in my boots.
Playing?
I was like, all right, everybody full of shit. This dude can sing his ass off, man.
He's talented, man.
And he's a great performer. He really is. But yeah, I take that back. I took my daughter to one other show in Oklahoma, Bentley Blant or Boone. The dude that does the fucking flip off the stage. Yes. He does it every show all the time. That's his thing. He's really good too. I ain't gonna lie. Super good. But those are the only concerts I've ever been to besides my own.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean that's kind of a flex though. You've played a lot of damn shows.
I definitely have played a lot of shows.
I mean, I
always tried to look at it like, I remember my old manager used to say, you need to go to more shows so you can you don't know how to act. You just get out there and do your thing. You perform, but you've never even seen a show. Imagine how good you would do if you actually seen how a show was supposed to go. And I'm like, I felt like if I went to shows and started watching artists that I'd be trying to emulate what they did and not be myself. So I was always, once I got into music and doing shows, I was scared that I was going to try to recreate what somebody else already did. And I ain't trying to have that. But, maybe I'll go to some more one of these days.
That's a big problem that you see from people a lot, especially on TikTok, because a lot of artists will see another artist do a trend, right, and it worked for them. But then they'll try to recreate it, and it'll make them look cringy just because it don't fit their style, or maybe they're just awkward in that specific video or whatever, and then it just doesn't do them no good. Yeah,
that's TikTok made copycatting cool. It was always kind of people was doing it. but TikTok made it cool to where everybody copycats everybody.
Yeah, and I think it's okay to partake in a trend. Just you gotta it's gotta make sense for what you're
doing,
for who you
yeah,
are.
absolutely.
Right?
Don't switch up just to try to get a little fame.
Yeah.
You know, but that's what the majority of people are about.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
They just want the fame
Mm-hmm.
and the name. Nah. But yeah, as far as the Arkansas scene goes, man, I think it's just the not knowing how to get out there for most artists that are local and just starting out. And then once you start trying to get out there, there's not a shitload of venues for people to play to be able to just like, it's not like Nashville where you can go downtown and play at 14 bars,
Yeah.
and different people are coming in, so they might see you and you get recognized that way.
Mm-hmm. Or you end up meeting somebody.
Right. Yeah. It's not, the majority of Arkansas is not a tourist hub.
No, and I think a lot of that is, our infrastructure, right? I mean, there's just not a lot in place for artists to succeed here. Like, there's not a label out here that's funding full-time artists.
No.
You know, there's not a lot of venues are even willing to pay. Or pay good amounts, even. Yeah. And on top of that, people aren't even showing up to these venues.
A lot. I don't know who to blame for the pay, other than a lot of businesses probably get the majority of their sales from alcohol around home. Mm-hmm. And so they don't even charge a cover to begin with.
Yeah.
And they're afraid if they charge a cover, people aren't going to come. And then if they go to try to hire an established artist who they know is going to bring a crowd, it's kind of give and take, because an established artist might cost you 10 grand. Mm-hmm. And that's just a gamble.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So,
and even if they end up losing money, I mean, they're most of the time not gonna lose a ton. Like, it's not gonna bankrupt.
Well, if it's 10 grand, most of them around here will make their money back. If they don't, somebody being paid 10 grand for a show is going to draw. Period. Now, how many? Should be minimum 400. So, yeah, you should make your money back. But, again, it's a gamble. So, a lot of the businesses around, like Arkansas is not exactly a super rich state. So, everybody's probably, like, playing with very minimal lines that they can shell money out with. Yeah. And so, it's just a gamble. And Arkansas is a hard scene. But like I was telling you before we come on here, it's not like this all over the country. You can go out west and sell out shows, which was really weird to me the first time I went out there, because I'm like, ain't nobody going to know who we are out here, you know? And then we was on that tour with Demon, sell out here, sell out there, sell out this. And I'm like, I didn't even know there's that many rednecks all over the place. You know what I mean? Hey, that's what Brandon say. He said, country must be countrywide. Yeah, that's the damn truth, son. They everywhere. And then even not just out west, but you go to different places like Minnesota, not Minneapolis. I had to pull a gun on somebody in Minneapolis. That shit was, listen, all that shit going on over there, and I ain't gonna get into politics. I'm just gonna tell you what I seen. I literally pulled up. We was on a tour with Demon. Pulled up. Tried to unload my truck. There's Somalian gangs in the street fighting. This was in 2019. Like, Somalian gangs in the street fighting, and people are walking back and forth up and down the sidewalk like this fight isn't even happening. Like, it's just another day in paradise to these people. And I'm like, gosh, damn. It's like a third world country, and then this guy comes around because I got Arkansas tags, my truck's wrapped, and I got the trailer. We're trying to unload shit, and him and his buddy over there talking mad shit. Oh, you from Arkansas, huh? We run this shit around here, white boy. Da-da-da-da-da. I was like, this ain't going to be good. And so I opened the passenger door to my truck, and he kept talking shit, and he come walking up there to me like he's about to do something, and I just reached in there and grabbed that 45 and come back around like this, and he's seen it. His buddy grabbed him and was like, "We got to go. Get out." And then the bouncer come out there, and he's like, "Yeah, man, I'm sorry. Y'all don't be loading or unloading without me." And he had a pistol on each hip.
Golly.
I'm like, is this America? And that was way back in the day, so I can't imagine what it is now.
Yeah, I didn't know Minneapolis was like that. I mean, I knew they had like that fraud and shit going on, but
Bro,
I didn't know it was a danger.
that's why I see a lot of people, I don't get into politics. I try to stay out of politics online and everybody's like super, want to fight all the time. It's like,
yeah, that's my issue.
Yeah, I can agree to disagree on most things. But I see people online talking, they'll be in the comments talking about Minneapolis like it's the best city in the world, and they ain't never been there. I won't get on there trashing Minneapolis, but I've seen it firsthand, and I know what it's like, and it's fucking dangerous, and it's not definitely one of the top worst 2 places I've ever been in the United States. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's bad, and I've been all over the country.
Yeah.
But anyway, how do we move on from that?
Yeah. I try to stay out of politics too online. I think, man, people are just so one way or the other, and they're gonna flame your ass no matter what you say, even if it's very, very mild, or you just make a mild comment,
Yeah.
Like, even if you just see a politician in public and get a picture with them, and post it, whether you support them or not, whatever, people will flame your ass for it.
Everybody gonna have something to say online. Mm-hmm. I ain't seen none of them say it to my face yet, though.
Mm-mm. They won't.
It's weird. I've definitely, throughout my career, had some very interesting comments.
Like comments on you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, you mean online or in person?
Online.
Okay.
That's what I was getting at. The shit that they've talked, I expected these tours we've done, at some point, somebody gonna run up out of somewhere. Mm-hmm. I ain't never, everybody's nice. Like, that's what's crazy. It's like the internet is this fake ass world.
Yeah.
Where people are free to say whatever they want with no consequences. Mm-hmm. And it's just, I don't know. Shit's very toxic. I deleted all my social media pages except for my Facebook and my YouTube.
Yeah, I seen you deleted your Snapchat.
And yeah, dude, it's so toxic. And I sat back and I'm like, all the time, because I spent a lot of time promoting shit on all the channels.
You deleted your TikTok too?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Like your account?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, absolutely.
You had a lot of followers, didn't you?
120-something thousand.
Completely deleted it.
Gone.
Gosh.
200-something thousand followers on Facebook. Gone. Instagram, 50-something thousand followers. Gone.
Why'd you do that?
Because what I realized was I was spending way more time promoting and trying to push shit that had no reach than what it was worth. Mm-hmm. Because rather than spending that time spinning my wheels trying to promote something, if I wrote a song, I'd spend a month trying to promote it before and after and I have 200,000 followers on Facebook. When I post some dumbass video, it'll go viral. Mm-hmm. 2, 3, 5, 10 million views. I post something about my music, which is how I built my page. No reactions, no comments. And if you run ads, it's the same thing. Mm-hmm. So who are the ads going to? I don't fucking know. It ain't the people that like my music that followed my page. So I don't know. But that burnt me out to the point that I'm like, I'm really wasting my time when I could be doing other things productive. And when I deleted that, I had to sit and be like, well, fuck, what am I going to do now?
Yeah.
How am I going to promote music now?
Yeah.
You know what I learned? I can look at my YouTube analytics. My YouTube numbers have not changed since I deleted all that shit. My Spotify numbers have not changed. And I deleted that shit back last year in like October, November. And my numbers haven't changed. So you tell me whether I was right or wrong. Because now rather than spending that time spinning my wheels trying to promote something that, and for what? Because it's not translating into streams on YouTube or Spotify.
Yeah.
Now I'm writing books.
Mm-hmm. I've seen that.
I'm doing podcasts.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I got so much shit. I'm still doing music. I'm still writing. We got this one that done called Rearview Love, and I've got 3 or 4 more in the holster just ready.
Hell yeah.
But I don't feel rushed to do it now because it's like, you know what? Fuck it. I'll put it out when I get ready to.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't have to spend 14, weeks trying to promote it and do all this other bullshit. But I will say that Spotify wants you to be releasing like every month. One song a month.
For the algorithm?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
That's what we're trying to do right now is be pretty consistent.
That's what it takes.
Mm-hmm.
So I ain't heard your record yet, but I did hear y'all in one little clip that you had shared
on that podcast.
Or something. I heard that one. The one I was thinking of was the one I seen the most recent was earlier today. Y'all was at Stickies.
Yeah,
bro, sounded so good.
Thank you, bro.
So who's the lead singer?
Zach Cheeseman.
So he's got a good voice.
He'll appreciate that.
Yeah.
I was about to say I appreciate it.
Yeah.
But he's actually been playing music for a long time too. So I don't know if you know the band Seventh Day Slumber. It's a
I've heard of
Christian metal band that was really big in the early 2000s. He was on tour with them the past few years as their guitarist.
Okay.
And they ended up parting ways, and he's originally from the East End area.
Okay.
And so we ended up linking up. He actually did play guitar for Hometown for a little bit near the end.
Okay.
And that's how me and him got to know each other. But we decided to start something, and we're going balls to the wall with it.
That's dope.
For
yeah,
sure.
Well, I hope y'all blow the hell up. And if I can help y'all in any way, I'll do all I
We
can.
appreciate that, man.
Whatever I can. Well, be sure to tell everybody how to follow y'all or whatever.
Yeah, so y'all can follow us at Red Oak Crows on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, any major social media platform. You can follow me at Diesel Covey on every platform as well.
By the way, you got the baddest fucking name ever.
Dude, I appreciate you.
I thought it was a nickname for a long time, and then I'm like, no, this is bro's real name.
Facebook thinks it's a nickname too. So on my Facebook, I had to put like a Roman I in my name, and it looks real weird when you're looking at my page. And it's because whenever I just put Diesel, it said you can't use nicknames. You got to use your real name. And I disputed it with Facebook, sent them pictures of my ID and everything, and they just never changed it.
Damn.
So when you type, like, look up my name, if you look up Diesel, my thing won't pop up. You got to look up Covey. So, yeah, that's good for y'all to know.
Yeah. Yeah, look up Covey.
It's real unfortunate.
Diesel. You the only Diesel I know,
I've never met another one either, besides, like, Shaq.
But his is a nickname.
Yeah, it is a nickname.
Yeah, yours is, like, legit your name.
Yeah.
Y'all be sure to check Diesel out.
I appreciate you.
Everywhere. We appreciate you coming on here.
Appreciate you, Charlie.
Thank you for being part of it, man.
Absolutely, man.
Till next time. Peace.